CGC Sports Illustrated. My name is Jim. I love mail day. It's like the best day of the week. But the best mail day is when that FedEx truck pulls up with that package from CGC. So let's get ready and do another unboxing video. I mean, these are fewer and far between because of the CGC wait times. With quick little update as I open up my box here. If you're getting your magazines pressed and graded from CGC, if you send them in today at the base level tiers of economy or modern, you're looking at about 1.5 to 2 years wait time right now. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but the wait times at CGC are not getting any better. In fact, if anything, they're getting worse. So something to keep in mind. If you like what I do here, do me a favor, drop a comment and subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe to my podcast. You can get it anywhere you get podcasts. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok and eBay and Facebook. It's the same thing everywhere. It's CGC Sports Illustrated. So if you have seen my unboxing videos before, you know the rules. I don't look at the grades in advance. When you send your issues to CGC, as soon as they ship out, you can log into your CGC account and see what grades you got. But I don't do that because that's no fun. Like doing it with you here so that we all get our first reaction on all of this. I do know what these issues are, but I don't know what the grades are. Lots of packing in this shipment from CGC. Okay, they put them in sideways. 7, 8, 9, 10. Didn't look like there were 10 there, but I guess there are. Okay, so let's go back to front here. And let's get started. I think this one may be upside down. All right, so reveal for the first time, got 10 slabs. We're gonna go through them and we're hoping for a ton of 9.8s as always. Number one. Okay, so this is Patrick Mahomes' first Sports Illustrated cover. This is from November 19th, 2018. I've got a number of copies of this. You know, it's interesting. I've graded hundreds and hundreds of Sports Illustrateds, and I've got thousands of raw issues. So I'm pretty good at self-grading. The difference between a 9.4 and a 9.8 is so tiny and so difficult to see that, you know, this is an issue that I thought had a really good shot at a 9.8. So disappointed with this at a 9.4. Still a great looking issue. But it's a 9.4. So that's Patrick Mahomes' first Sports Illustrated cover as we are off and running on this unboxing video. Next one up. Getting these mixed up. They're upside down on me. Okay, issue number 2. Let's go! That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. What did I tell you? The difference between that 9.4 and that 9.8 is so tiny. Man, this is big. If you don't recognize this issue, this is Mike Trout. This is his first Sports Illustrated issue, August 27th, 2012. Before today, there were 2 9.8s in the entire world. And as of right now, we got 3 of them. And one of them sitting right here in my hand. This is, man, this is big. There's a bunch of 9.6s. I think there's like 7 9.6s. There's a few 9.2s, and there's a bunch out there graded below that. I knew I had a great shot at it with this one. In fact, I've got a good shot at 9.8 on several of these. There's a few of them that are from the 80s that aren't going to be as good, but woo! Let's go. How about that? I'm blown away. This is awesome. Awesome. And for as disappointed as I was in that Patrick Mahomes that came in at 9.4, to get a 9.8 Mike Trout, I've only been able to find 1 copy of this issue. This is the only one I've ever owned, right here. And fortunately, it was in spectacular shape. Man, that's great. I love that headline too, the Supernatural. 9.8 Mike Trout. I think it blew my voice out there. I was so excited. All right, we are rocking and rolling and off and running. That's a good one. All right, let's see what we got here. And there's another 9.8. Okay, now this one, not nearly as rare as that Mike Trout. there are now 7 copies of this. This is Tiger Woods, by the way. This is the Masterpiece headline. This is from April 16th, 2001. So this is right after he won the Masters that year. It wasn't his first Masters that he won, but I can't even remember which one it was, but certainly an important one. I've always loved this cover. I think that it's just a beautiful picture. You've got the, amazing tee box in the fairway. You can see a little sand trap there in the distance. You got the crowds on either side. Catch Tiger right there in his backswing, and he's got that great headline, Masterpiece. So I've really always, this is one of my favorite Tiger issues, and love it even more now that I got it at 9.8. I've got a ton of Tiger Woods Sports Illustrateds at CGC right now. I think he's been on the cover 23 or 24 times, somewhere around there. I think it might be something I have to do where I start trying to get all Tiger Woods covers on Sports Illustrated. I am going to do that with Michael Jordan. I should have the rest of those and have all 50 Michael Jordans in my possession, maybe by the end of the year, by early next year. The last pieces will come back from CGC, but always loved this cover. One of my favorites. 2 9.8s, 2 in a row. Tiger Woods, April 16th, 2001. Man, that's a gorgeous, gorgeous cover, and great shape. This is a great unboxing video so far. Not even halfway through yet. All right, number 4. Ooh, see, this looks like an 80s issue to me, maybe early 90s. Looks a little bit dated with that ad on the back. See which one this is. Oh no! What the heck is that? Oh, this is a disaster. I had such high hopes for this issue. All right, something's wrong here. Barry Sanders, first Sports Illustrated cover. This is from September 10th, 1990. And it's a 6.5. Okay, I got a bent corner with color break there. Man, that seems like a really rough grade. I'm gonna dig into this a little bit further, but that's a huge, huge disappointment. I guess the good thing from my perspective is I think I own 2 more copies of this issue. By the way, really rare, really difficult to find. I think there's only been 3 of these graded. This would be the 4th. There's a 9.6 and there's a 9.2, and then there's like a 4 or 5 in there. This is awful. Hugely disappointing. Great cover. Huge Barry Sanders fan. Always loved Barry Sanders. And he retired way too early. That's flood of emotions here. 2 spectacular 9.8s in a row, and then a disaster from Barry Sanders. All right, got to get back to it here. Turn the ship around right now. This is number 5, so we're halfway through with this one. Oh boy, well that's a nice comeback. That's what I'm talking about. This is Jerry Rice. Now this is not his first cover. This is his second cover, January 15th, 1990. So surprisingly, there's only one other copy of this issue graded at 9.0. So this is a pop 1 of 1, none higher. Highest graded copy in the world, the only one in the world. Jerry Rice, second cover. Great looking shot there. That's fantastic. So what, we've got 5, we've done 5 slabs and 3 of them are 9.8s. And then a massively disappointing Patrick Mahomes and an absolute dumpster fire of a Barry Sanders cover. But these 9.8s are making up for that. All right. It's a good box. Not bad. Oop, this is another 80s one. You can tell with that old Diet Pepsi can. Okay. Now, if you've seen my other unboxing videos, you know my least favorite grade in the world is 9.6. And I get that this doesn't make any sense. I should be ecstatic. It's a 9.6. But every time I see one, my first thought is, I'm that close. I was this close to a perfect 9.8. What the hell happened that I got a 9.6? This is David Robinson. This is his first pro cover. He did have a cover wearing his Navy uniform because he went to Navy, went to the Naval Academy. This is from January 29th, 1990. This is a pop 1 of 1, none higher. Highest graded copy in the world, only one of them. David Robinson. Man, I want to be happy about this, and I am not because of that stinking 9.6. That's the worst grade ever, 9.6. So close to a 9.8. Beautiful looking cover. Love the Admiral. I do have a couple copies of his rookie cover, wearing his Navy dress uniform from, I think it was from 1986, and those are at CGC getting graded right now. But that first pro cover, good looking cover there. The San Antonio Spurs. All right, just a couple left. See what we got next. Here we go again. Another 9.6. This one I'm not as disappointed on, I guess, because this, again, pop 1 of 1, none higher. This is Steve Young. This is his first cover from January 18th, 1993. So this is his first Sports Illustrated cover. There's one graded at 9.4. I know there's one at 9.0, and there may be a couple others out there. Really tough cover to find. Just love it. Great shot too. You can see that number 8. I always love the action shots on the covers of Sports Illustrated versus the studio shots and that sort of stuff. 9.6. It's gonna eat at me. It's gonna eat at me for a long time. All right, next up, I got 3 left here. Okay. I'm trying to think of what's left. Well, let's find out. Oh, this is fun. Okay, so this is Elle McPherson and her Sports Illustrated cover. This is from February 10th, 1986. So this is a pop 1 of 1, none higher. Again, there's a 9.2. There's a couple of 8.0s. I've talked about swimsuit issues before. I'm not really a swimsuit issue guy. I think I find them kind of interesting. This is her first Sports Illustrated cover. She's been on a number of issues since then. You know, there's a whole group of people out there that that only collect swimsuit issues. I think they're kind of interesting. Still not sold on them 100%, but I got a few of them and wanted to send them in, and I knew this had a chance at becoming a pop 1 of 1 and none higher, and it is at a 9.4. Why is it that I'm happier with a 9.4 than I am a 9.6? It's... I need to work that through in my head at some point. All right, 2 left. Got to finish on a high note. Been a while since we had a 9.8. Good batch. Hey, I'm not complaining, and I make jokes about 9.6s. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm very happy with 9.6s, but it is the most frustrating grade. Let's say that. That's probably a more accurate way of saying it. 9.6 is the most frustrating grade. Okay, 2 left. Got to finish strong. And I know which 2 are left, and this one is going to be very, very interesting. Very interesting. Could go either way. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. If you do not recognize this, this is Dak Prescott. This is his first Sports Illustrated cover from October 20th, 2014. I've talked about it a lot of times before. I'm a huge college football fan. It's easily my favorite sport. Over the NFL, NBA, baseball, hockey, all of it. College football is number 1 for me. Man, Dak was incredible when he was at college. I'm a big Dak Prescott fan, even though I got no love for the Cowboys, who he's playing with right now, but I'm still a big Dak Prescott fan. I think that he's a hell of a quarterback. I think he has a huge upside if he can just stay healthy. And I don't care who you are, if you're the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, you got some collectability to you. And that's what he is. Shoot, Danny White was collectible in the 80s when he was quarterback in the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott, certainly collectible today. Whether you like his contract or not, I don't care about that because I'm not a Cowboys fan, so pay him whatever you want. But I'm a Dak Prescott fan, and this 9.8 is absolutely beautiful. I can tell you, this is a pop 1. There's a ton of these graded, but this is a pop 1 of 1, none higher. This is the only 9.8 Dak Prescott issue in the world. There's 8 9.6s. There's like 4 or 5 9.4s. I think there's probably 15 or 20 of these graded. Plenty of them out there. Really tough to find and impossible to get in a 9.8 until now. That's a nice one. Man, he was amazing at Mississippi State. I mean, Mississippi State's never been good. But they were ranked number 1 for part of the season when he was the quarterback there at Mississippi State. So I'm a Dak fan, and that 9.8 makes up for some of them stinking 9.6s that were in there. All right, last one. Good box. Been a good box so far. Always going to have some great highs and some great disappointments. I don't think I've ever had a box where every issue I was thrilled with or every issue was a total dumpster fire. And really only one disaster in that Barry Sanders cover. Last one. Let's see what we got. All right. Another 9.8. This is one of my favorite Mickey Mantle issues, which doesn't make sense because there are a ton of Mickey Mantle issues that are a hell of a lot more collectible than this. This is the tribute issue that they put out. It's from August 21st, 1995. It was after he passed away. I love this picture. I love this cover. Number one, I love the fact that there's no writing on here except for the headline, and then there's a tiny little thing up there that has the date. It says his, his like on a tombstone sort of thing, his birthday and that sort of stuff. August 21st, 1995. Or I'm sorry, it just says the date of the issue. But I love the fact that they used a black and white-ish photo for Mantle's picture. I think that the red Sports Illustrated in the back pops. I've just always been a big fan of this. I mean, it's freaking Mickey Mantle. Anything with Mickey Mantle on it is collectible. Lots of these graded. Like I said, this is from 1995, so certainly a modern issue. There are now 6 9.8s. There used to be 5. There are now 6 9.8s. There are 5 or 6 9.6s. There are a bunch of 9.4s. I think there's probably 30 of these graded, maybe 35. So there's a ton of them out there. But not a lot of 9.8s, which is kind of surprising for something that's, only from the mid-90s. That's a beauty. What did we end up with? 5 9.8s, 10 slabs, and half of them were 9.8s. Nice box. All right, this was a good one. Hey, again, really love doing these. I have no idea when I'm going to have another unboxing video because God knows when CGC is going to clear out their backlog. But when they come in, I love doing them. Like, comment, subscribe here on YouTube. Like I said before, subscribe to my podcast. It's available wherever you get podcasts. Just search CGC Sports Illustrated. All the social media platforms, it's the same thing, CGC Sports Illustrated. And my email, cgcsportsillustrated@gmail.com. Please drop a comment. Tell me what you think and tell me what you'd like to see in these unboxing videos or future videos. I have a lot of fun doing them, and thanks for watching.